All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Back 22! Back 22!
Here's Watson now on second down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Brian Orakpo. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception here, Mariota over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Quick move by Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Green the line! Green the line! Reset, reset, reset!
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mariota now on 2nd down. He finds Taylor, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
Now a toss play to Lewis. Dion Lewis. It's a big play there by Lewis. 52 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The pitch to Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come back.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Orakpo coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They'll try to throw now. Mariota buying time to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down throw, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Third and long, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll run with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try again with Lewis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lewis, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw it. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They run. This is Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota from the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Set. Blue 18. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Titans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Watson. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now a handoff working right. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock with the 2-minute warning. Now they try the right side here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Lewis very quickly finding his footing in this Titan backfield as his guys come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now past another. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Watson on 1st down. Oh, the ball goes out. Watson lost it. Well, that might be Titan football. It is.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.